Good evening. We're gonna be having a Burgundy tonight. I'm invited to dinner, so I'm taking this with me. But I thought I'd, steal just a little bit, as you could tell, not much, to taste it with you folks and see what we think. So this is a Chambolle Musigny by Louis Jadot. So who's a big, the Maison Jadot is a big producer in Burgundy. Chambolle Musigny is in the Côte de Nuit, so it's in the northern part of the Côte d'Or, closer, to Dijon. It's not far from Romanée-Conti, but I don't think that means anything, especially in Burgundy, where like 10 feet seem to make a huge difference. Be that as it may, these villages, also another trivia here, is Chambolle Musigny is the village of Chambolle. But these villages towards the end of the 19th century figured that it would be great marketing to actually attach to their name the name of the most famous vineyard. So you've got Chambolle, Musigny, you've got Gevrey, Chambertin, you've got Moret, Saint-Denis. So it kind of the habit then took, and more villages started doing it, and it's something So Musigny, that a lot of people may have heard of, the Grand Cru is in the village of Chambolle. It is at the top of the hill, literally and figuratively. And some of the other vineyards make Chambolle Musigny, which is really from the village. I like Chambolle Musigny in general. To me, it seems to have it's sort of both kind of light, but also delicate and substantive. So you can have it, with some interesting food. You can also have it in the summer if you want. So it's a bit versatile. The soil apparently is very chalky and rocky, and a bit poor. So you get that lighter wines, and then but it's got a lot of cracks in the rocks. So the vines over time really find their way into the crevices to get more nutrients. And the drainage is pretty good, again, because of the rock, especially at the bottom of the hill. Anyway, let's see what we have here. On the nose, this has been open only half an hour, so it's just really a different kind of experience. It's 2010, so it's, definitely ready. 2010 was a great year, but you can be having it right now. At the opening, it was had a little bit more barnyard kind of, but that's probably because it was closed for so long. And now I'm getting a lot more fruit, a little bit of an iron, a little bit of flint, which is interesting. But and the color, as you can tell, is starting. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of more starting to veer towards the brown, which happens very quickly in Burgundy. It's very light. It's very straight. And again, on the nose, you got a little bit of that, and it has a little bit of that flowery also, maybe rose petal. So it's a bit of the flint, the gaminess has gone. A little bit of alcohol. This is not a very alcoholic wine. But also the floral bit that comes through mixed with the iron. The dish tonight is a poulet à la crème et au morille. So it's interesting. It's a typical Burgundian dish, because my friend who's cooking is from there. And then it's supposed to go really well with Burgundy, but it's also going to go well with something that has more of an earthy, truffly tone to it. Let's see if we have that in this wine. Because of the age, we're definitely getting a little more of the tertiary notes. So the earth, the fruit is a little bit more subdued. It's very balanced. It's kind of, the whole thing holds on a little bit of a very fine equilibrium, very smooth tannins, a little bit of acidity. It's just, again, it's a very balanced mix of some of the core ingredients, the earthiness, some of the floral, but it's the tannins. It's all held together. Not a very long finish, but long enough. Yeah, very balanced, without being too delicate. I think this is the perfect time to be drinking it. It's going to evolve over dinner. Maybe I'll add some comments in the commentary. But hopefully everybody will enjoy it, and it will go with the food. Nice wine, and Chambolle Musigny in general is something that I seem to relate to pretty well. Cheers, and see you soon.